So what's your position on what is going on with Russia and Ukraine? He wants to seem like if they're not going to talk, he's going to disconnect. What do you think about that?
Well, I think that his stance of revoking all support for Ukraine is bad, not only because I think that we should uphold the Budapest Memorandum, which is an agreement we made with Ukraine in the 90s that we would support them, but also for national security concerns. I think one thing that many people don't think about at all is the fact that when we stop supporting Ukraine, it's not like the conflict goes away. The rest of NATO will just simply ramp up how they're supporting the country, right? The moment Donald Trump said no more fund or aid or support to Ukraine, we had the UK and France be like, well, now we might put our boots on the ground to fight alongside the Ukrainian troops to kind of pick up the slack that America dropped when they stopped the inflow of money and funding. Right?
Doesn't that sound like a world war to you?
It does. That's the thing, though. It does sound like it could be a World War III situation.
Exactly. Like it's World War III, but it's not nuclear. It's actually a war.
And we want to prevent NATO boots on the ground fighting Russian troops, right?
Right.
And like seemingly when we were funding and supporting Ukraine, that didn't lead to any NATO boots on the ground. It's only when we revoked our funding.
When we revoked it, exactly.
So seemingly like Donald Trump's position on Ukraine and Russia here leads to a higher potentiality of a third world war than merely just sending them $32 billion per year.
But I think other countries really don't want to get into that either, dude. I don't think they want to get into a world war. I think that is the least, that's the least they want to do. Though, you know what? The reason why they have wars sometimes is for money reasons. It actually generates a lot of money and industry going, and everybody gets up in arms. That's just, back in the day they did that. Now it might be a little different, but still, I agree with you, brother. I think it's going to be crazy. I'm not sure how or what will happen. Are we going to stop funding Ukraine?
Okay,
Are we
first
cutting
and
off
foremost,
the
you
money,
said yes. Right, and that is what has led to other countries like the UK or France saying that they are considering putting boots on the ground.
That's really gonna drive the America nuts. Because we supported Ukraine for so long, and all of a sudden he changes it that drastically. I think Americans are gonna go freaking nuts.
Yeah, I mean, it's bad for Ukraine. It's bad for national security concerns. It's bad because it introduced more global conflict and a higher potency of World War III. And yeah, it's like bad for the Americans that disagree with that.